I will show you guys how to carry as a jungler, okay, and how to 1v9. In this game, I'm playing Kha'Zix, so specifically because I'm playing Kha'Zix, hold on, I'm just gonna hover here, but I'm really not useful. But look at me now, okay? I see that I have Zelia and Jinx in my team, and I have Kha'Zix top lane. Because I have Kha'Zix top lane, and, well, my Jinx is probably gonna be the one to 1v9, I am gonna path top to bot. So, as a jungler, if you want to 1v9, right, the thing that you have to understand is that, well, guess what? You're gonna be super consistent with jungle tracking and know what your win condition is and know how to play for it. So, I'm gonna do a special game today, which is that I'll explain to you guys how to play for your win condition, okay? So all the steps that I personally do and other challenger junglers on how to play for win condition and how to win consistently. Because in the end, as a jungler, your job is literally to, be a jungler and understand what is your role specifically in the game. So, if you look at this game, Jinx, Zelia, if they get ahead, they should be able to 1v9. My top lane is just gonna be useful after level 6. So after level 6, I might look for a top lane play. Whereas mid lane, I mean, I think I can often kill the Smolder if he's deep. But the thing is that as a jungler, you have only limited time to make plays. So in this case, I will just clear my bot side camps, right? And because I finished 3 camps, I mean, okay, it's an Ivern, but Ivern could look for an early game gank as well. So look at me, I'm communicating to my laners, yo bros, be careful, don't die. And as long as they don't die, I'm a happy man. Wait, if people get solo killed, wait, hold up, what, this guy cheesed me? Hell no. Okay, here, I hope that... No. Okay, I mean, that is that is awkward. Surely the win is right. Okay, babe boys, let's go. Get him, boy. Get him. Get him. Oh, okay, he's dead, right? Come on, he has to die here. Okay, it is what it is. But honestly, this is not too bad because the enemy team used their summoners. And now I'm just gonna full clear top to bot again. But that little doggo actually cheesed me, bruh. So here's the thing, I do have 2 smites available, right? And I could look to invade him, but instead of me invading him here, I'll just full clear my own camps, top the bot, and because the enemy bot lane doesn't have summoners, we'll be good. So take a look here, okay? Wait, where's my pet? Here it is. But here I'm just gonna full clear towards bot side. I know their bot lane has no summoners, so I have one job. You know what it is? To ping my laners to not die. I'm teaching you guys how to play for win condition, okay? And part of knowing how to play for win condition is knowing summoners. You see how my Sylas is pinging to gank mid lane? No. Why is that? Because take a look at Smolder. I cannot kill him. If Smolder has E, I will never ever kill him. Because he can run away, right? So it's a waste of time. So instead of me looking for a play on mid lane, I'll just finish my camps. Okay, I forgot to ping mid ball in here to be careful. Or the Ivern. Let's hope he's not there. He's there, fuck. Okay, perfect example. Do you see how I was like explaining mid lane? Yeah, I was not really locked in on jungle tracking there, right? But for me, if I was actually locked in jungle tracking, playing for a win condition, not explaining why I didn't go mid lane, I would have been able to make sure my ball doesn't die here. And when I get there, and if I can counter gank, that would have been a triple kill. But yeah, in this case, because I, went for explaining mid lane, I didn't jungle track, they died. And now because I'm homeless, I will start this objective and get this. You see, I could have went for invade, but I didn't do that. I just simply cleared top the bot, but I failed at jungle tracking. That's the crucial part, okay? Now I'm just doing this Drake ride, which takes me 20 years, but all good. Okay, why did I not want to fight here? Because I just took the Drake, I'm very low HP, so the fight is just not good. Simply put. Also go this, yep. And now, I'm just gonna clear top to bot again. You can see here, my mid lane's very far behind, my top lane's behind, and my bot lane's behind, okay? So the game is not looking good. So, what will I do? I will still continue to full clear top to bot, but do you see there how I decided to not take this bad fight, and I decided to just base? What do I have now? I have now tempo advantage, and because I have tempo advantage, I want to be using that. So how do I use my tempo here? That's the thing, right? Because if you have tempo advantage, how do you use it and how do you punish the enemy team if they're winning? So usually, almost always, the enemy laners will be playing aggressive, and because they will be playing aggressive, it's kill opportunities for you. Since the enemy team is Twisted Fate, I'm just gonna skill my Q here. Because when he presses his ult, he sees me anyway. But yeah, my job right now is still to jungle track. What can Ivern do right now? Even if you're behind, you still need to stay very consistent with it. So now this guy took my bossa camps. And I do want to kill him. Okay. I'll just take these camps here. Okay, their mid lane is missing. Okay, here they just run it down. They got cooked, and that's great. But here, I got a nice comeback, okay? But what's next on the menu? And here's the thing, how to play win condition. Do you see how Ivern just respawned? And I still have the base? What does that mean? I want you to think about it. What does it mean? He just respawned and I still have the base. That is all. Here, I am just jungle tracking because I know he has tempo over me. If he decides to go mid lane, he's faster. If he decides to go top lane, he's faster. So knowing that, right? As long as my laners don't die, and they wait for me there, and I got some nice kills, I can then look to kill the enemy team. So look now, right? I'm going here on top lane. There's no wards here. I think this bush could be warded. Nice bait. Okay, it's crazy we almost died there, but all good. But now, once again, right, I just got a nice beautiful kill. The enemy Ivern should have tempo over me. Knowing he should have tempo over me, what is my job? Ping my bot lane to play safe. The last time, I didn't do it, okay? This time, I am gonna do it. Of course, you see this objective there? I'm not gonna go for the objective. Why? Because I don't have my mid laner, and they do. Why would you contest an objective if the enemy team is first? It just doesn't make sense, guys, you know, like, it doesn't. So here, I just give the objective. In return, I got a top lane kill. Now, in return, I get tempo in the bot side because he took the objective. Is it up? No, it's not. So, okay, small tip here, right? But what can I do here? I can look to make a pick on the Twisted Fate when he tries to run back bot lane. This is basically catching someone in rotation. Right now, did he just press ult over the wall there? He did. I mean, Ivern is a cringe champion, so I'm getting out of here. But look, Drake is up here in 5 seconds. But look, take a look at this guy, right? That Smolder is for sure gonna play aggressive. Okay, I cannot fight mid lane here because their mid lane is a lot stronger. But in return, what I can do is that if my bot lane can push the wave, let me ping them to play safe first because Smolder can move. If they can push bot lane into grouping, that would be great. Ivern doesn't have ultimate right now, and I do. Which means that I can get this objective. Because if he decides to fight me, I should be stronger here. Ivern without ultimate is not really a champion. Okay, I don't know how the fuck we got put here, but... Because I feel like killing the Smolder there should have been a lot easier than it was, but all good. Remember, I have losing lanes, right? So they're not like super strong or whatsoever. But now, what is my next objective on the menu? The next objective on the menu is to still play for my bot lane, okay? But do you see how I happen to be around the top side here? And my top laner has ultimate? Will I go top lane here? The answer is no. Why is it no? Because do you see how my boss camps are up? And do you see how basically, if your camps are up as a jungler, okay, you do want to take them as soon as possible. Plus, another thing, you should think about how much gold do you need for the item power spike. I need 300 gold for Serpent's Fang, and that's huge, by the way. It's really huge. So considering it's 300 gold, I'm trying to get it as soon as possible, and then base. Knowing I'm playing for my item power spike, I have one job. Jungle track, but this Ivern is so edgy, by the way. He perp invades me. But he's not even head in CS.
Consume and adapt.
But here, okay, here I don't want to fight, because look, their bot lane is missing, and their top lane could potentially maybe move to me. So I'm just gonna pull it out. Good for 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Huge. Okay, my silence is popping off, boys. But now I'm gonna base. Why am I basing now? Because my... I don't know if this is ward or not. But I have my Serpent's Fang. And another reason. I just want to play bot side. So what's the best way to play right now? It's for me to clear top to bot. So me clear... I mean, I do think his top side camps are up here. But I do want to take the crap here. That's the biggest reason why I'm jumping over here. Fucking piece of shit. Okay, that's big. I mean, I did in the end invade him, but that's because Ivern is hella squishy, quickly one-shottable. But the plan was crap though, but I don't mind taking a free Ivern kill. Now, when I invade here, right, I'm looking at the map. Where's Gwen? I don't know. Because I don't know where Gwen is, I'm a little bit more cautious that he can be here. But I can still take this without being too concerned. So that's why I'm not going for wolves, because they're missing here. And now I'm gonna scale my W. I'm gonna take this vision plant, because if enemy team has Ivern and he has no vision in this area, it's very difficult for him to do anything. But now, do you see how I'm not taking this objective? This is part of like knowing how to play for win condition. If your win condition is bot lane and you want to play for them, don't play for the objective, because if you do that, the enemy team can make a play on the bot side. And I don't want that to happen, okay? But now, of course, I'm very far away from the play. So I'm pinging him back, but my Kha'Zix is dropping the wave on top lane. So I think this should be fine. I'm not sure if I like the plays they're doing, because if the enemy team just plays safe, they shouldn't get anything and we lose mid tower here, but all good. I was gonna jump on Smolder's booty here. Okay. Wait, was it the Grand teleport? It was bot lane, okay. Anyway, the enemy team here got cooked. The Drake spawning 1 minute, okay? I think that because I don't have smite and because Drake is up in 1 minute, it's much better to just base and allow your laners to play aggressive. You see how I'm like not taking the objective here? The Herald? Instead, I'm getting tempo. I'm literally 3 levels up on the Ivern at the moment. Because like, I'm at the right place at the right time, and if they go for an objective, I can match them anyway. They now go Edge of Night. Very good against the champions. And now I would love to play... I mean, I'm gonna ping my top lane back here, for obvious reasons. I have ultimate in 15 seconds. So, since I'm playing Kha'Zix, right? If the Ivern is gonna come here, I'm gonna quickly one-shot him. But he came here. Now I'm gonna continue sitting in this bush here and see how they respond. Actually, wait. It seems like we want to dive mid lane. I'm down because we're collapsing from multiple sides. This is better actually. And now it takes objective. And now I can take the Drake. But do you see how like me not taking objective allowed me to kill the Ivern there, okay? And because now the Ivern is dead, I now can take the Drake and then I can play for Rift Herald. And you see the Gwen here. Gwen is gonna die before I take the Drake. So let me walk behind him. I mean, Gwen is a little bit OP, so... yeah, that guy's balanced. Anyway, I need the base here. Why do I need the base here? 2 reasons. I have my item power spike. Second, I'm low. So worst case, I have to give the objective here. But it is what it is. Like, the thing you have to understand as a jungler is that even if you give an objective, you're gonna get tempo and you're getting gold and XP. Do you think Ivern 3 levels ahead is gonna win a game, even if he gets the second Drake, then I have insane tempo? The answer is no. And even right here, right? He's not on a Drake, I think. He is. I'm out. But it's fine, you know? It's fine. I'll just give the Drake. I mean, I don't have ultimate. Enemy has 2 man. I'm gonna give it, okay? But it's fine. I'm just gonna give the Drake and play topside here. So look what I want to do right now. I'll hold up. My team is fighting here bot side. It's a good fight. Nice. Okay, enemy team is getting cooked. That is great. And now we can actually take the Baron. I mean, enemy team made a mistake here, and we literally get the Baron here. And they, just like that, they just lose the game. Of course, I think the Grand might go for a hero play. So let's say they actually maybe won a contest. I'll kill them, but it doesn't seem like it. But do you see this game, how it like 3 losing lanes? Like, I literally had 3 losing lanes in early game. But because I actually preserved my KDA, took fights that are actually winnable, I'm 4 levels up on the Ivern, and I'm at the right place at the right time. And I'm not taking objectives. Do you see how I'm like fine giving objectives? And instead, I just want to get tempo. Of course, now there's a fight, so I'm gonna hover. Because look, the enemy team seems like they're going deep. So I'm gonna look for a flank here. For sure, a good fight. That's why Edge of Night's very OP. And now they get cooked. Boom. Like, objectives are so whatever. And especially if you play an assassin, not dying randomly, having good tempo, right, is what's gonna win you games. Like, I would take objectives on my free time. But if I don't have free time, I'd rather play with my strong laners. Because worst case, if they take the objective, I can always look for a cross map. Now, of course, the Drake is spawning in 3 minutes. I have a lot of gold. Now, I'm gonna teach you how to play from ahead. I just taught you how to play from behind, okay? Which is, you basically give objectives if you have to. You really want to play tempo and don't take stupid fights if you get outnumbered, okay? But now, how do you snowball the game from ahead? I essentially have 2k gold. So because I have 2k gold, I should 100% base. And I already failed, by the way. Do you see how like I knew that I needed to base for my item power spike? Did I communicate to my silos to play safe? Nope. So that's what I should have done. Ping to my laners, play safe. You see how my Jinx is going top lane now? I'm pinging him to not do it. Why am I pinging him to not do it? Because he's getting outnumbered and I'm about to show him bot lane. If they know I'm showing in the bot lane here, they will fight 100%. So only thing I can do here is ping them back and hope they survive. If they survive, I'm gonna get free bot lane push. By me having free bot lane push, right? What does that do? Well, I get free resources. So here I continue pinging them back. They might get tilted. I don't give a shit. And now I'm getting free bot lane tower. And guess what? If my laners don't die here, okay? What am I getting essentially? I'm getting 2 things, okay? 1, free gold. And you see here I'm basing here? I'm not basing. That was like fake basing. So they think I'm actually in base, but I'm not. So here, okay, this guy I cannot fuck him up. But here I forced Gwen to be in the bot side, right? And now because it's in the bot side, if I group, I get a man advantage. Do you see how Gwen is stuck in the bot lane right now? Now I'm grouping, quick one shot. I see the Twisted Fate, dead. I see Ivern, alive. But do you see how like by me pushing bot lane, if my laners don't die, I get man advantage. And if the Gwen does not communicate that, his laners die. If you attend my bootcamp or watch my courses, you know what I mean, but people don't ping tempo. If the Senna was aware of my existence, he would not be like la 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 la. He would have actually just, you know, been fine, very likely. And he didn't have to die there. Of course, here should back off for obvious reasons, because the Drake's spawning in 15 seconds. Now I'll take his camps, and after I take his camps, I'm just playing for the Drake, okay? It's nothing too complicated. And as I get the Drake here, okay, look at my gold. I have to base here. Knowing I have to base here after Drake, what is my job? Jungle track. I need to make sure my laners don't do interesting stuff. So when I say interesting stuff and I know I need to base, I'm gonna clear my camps. I'm gonna ping my laners, don't fucking fight. And I'm gonna farm. Here, if they die, that is on them. I want to take my wolves as well, because, okay, on paper, my laners should not be able to die here, okay? On paper. Is there a chance they will die? Yes. But knowing that on paper, they shouldn't die, and worst case, if they die, then, yeah, just let them die, right? Like, now I'm gonna base, I'm gonna buy, I think I'm gonna buy GA. And I'm gonna play topside. Do you see how my silos actually died there? I could have jungle tracked that, but I'm not fully locked in on like the tracking part. But those are like mistakes, right? Even if I'm farming as a jungler, you have always something to do. You want to think about what you're playing next, about your bases, about your teammates. Like, the better you get at them, the better your results will be. So here, look, I don't want to fight here. Why do I not want to fight here? Because the enemy team has more numbers here. So before my teammates have funny ideas and they want to fight, I already ping them back in advance. That's the crucial part. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna hover here because there's a fight, right? But I don't want them to fight, really. Obvious reasons. So now we just take the Baron. I don't think we end the game, so we take the Baron here, but you can see how important it is to know which fights are bad, which fights are good. Anyway, the Baron is spawning and we're taking it. I get my GA after. And getting GA is so much more important than boots. I mean, think about it, right? If you can get boots, like, it's whatever. If you can finish GA, it's so huge. So even tier 1 boots, I don't care. Finishing GA, finishing such a big item is what's gonna win me the game. Now, how do you close out the game? How do you do that? Here, I'm pinging my Jinx to go to the top lane. Why is that? It's much harder for him to get flanked on the top lane than it is for him to get flanked on the mid lane. Mid lane he can get flanked from, but now look, okay? I don't see anyone mid lane. Why am I pushing mid lane here as Kha'Zix? Because if I push mid lane, I can find a flank, plus I can force someone to show mid lane. You see how Senna showing mid lane? Wonderful. Now I can threaten from behind. I don't even have to go in here, by the way. I'm just gonna stand here behind. Okay. My champs will be balanced. And I kill them. He probably didn't expect me to flank them, but yeah, I did. But I'm basically getting numbers by just using Baron. The whole point and the main reason why Baron's OP is because you can get numbers. That's the main reason Baron is strong. Look here. I push mid lane, I suck at sieging as an assassin. What am I doing here? If they all commit on the top side, I will end the game. Like, actually. Who's more useful in teamfights? Gwen or me? Oh, I mean, I think it should work. Actually, I fucked up there, honestly. Jump in 3 seconds. And I'm out. But if I can force Senna or Gwen in a teamfight, and I get a good flank position, obviously it's better for me, right? So now, because I'm very useless here, I'll pin them back. Same time my Jinx can make some magic happen here. And now GG upload. But you see basically how I really think about numbers. I think about not doing objectives and getting tempo instead. And I didn't even jungle track perfectly, but basically my tempo was very good. And because my tempo was very good, playing win condition, we get a bread. But those are all the things that I explained basically in the course as well, right? If you just understand how to do things step by step, you're chilling.